Hello guys, another video here. Gonna explain how I sand and do the work on my 3D printed bodies. This is a Chevrolet body. This whole truck is a Sen F450. I left these rims on it so you could identify it. Got the service bed on it. You know, I don't like the Ford body myself. It's not my thing. Doesn't mean you don't like it, but whatever. I want to do something different. So we're gonna do a couple things on this. We're gonna get it ready for paint. So we're gonna sand this down. The reason why it'll be nice and easy, we'll say, to do is because it's the ABS print. And I've got all the mounts built. I'll show you that in a minute. Maybe I'll have that up here, a picture of it. Got this bumper going through, got it screwed in the front. So first thing I'm gonna do is remove this body from here, get rid of the grill and the bumper off there, which is super sick. Check that out. Love it. Love that kind of militant look I got going on. Yeah, I'll get that off there and we'll go from here. All right, so now that I've got the body not mounted to the truck no more, I've got the grill unbolted. I set this up so literally it just pulls out. This isn't glued yet, so it just pops out. So from there, I can just go ahead and start doing the body work. So what I do, guys, is I take a 180 grit sandpaper, and I'll move you in a little closer here, and you'll be able to see what I'm doing. All right, so as you can see, this isn't a bad print. Everything looks pretty good on it. It's not bad. Just gonna start working it. So what I'll do first is take my 180. This is what this is. And I probably should start on the roof, and I just basically sand it. And I try not to sand anything that I want to stay, like these little ridges over the rain guards and stuff like that. Don't want to sand those out, so I'll start doing this. And usually I'll do this until I'm comfortable with it, and then I go from there. So 180 first. Basically just sand off all edges and smooth them until you're comfortable with it. And if you see any defects at the same time, you know where they are, and you can start to think about what you got to do when it's time to fill them in. That's what I do. And then it'll turn out really well if you take your time and do a good job and don't rush it. And the best thing, like I say, about the prints that I do, and a lot of other guys do, I see lots of other great people doing 3D prints in ABS for this RC game so they can get the best quality. They'll literally print in ABS or PETG. Now I like ABS because it sands easier. It's solid enough for what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'll sand this for a while. You're probably not gonna wanna watch that whole process. Then once I get past this step, I'll go ahead and we'll come back and I'll talk about it some more. Hey guys, I've sanded the body down. As you can see, you saw that. 180 first sand, looks pretty good. A few touch-ups, but all in all, it looks awesome. You know, there's no real technique to do it. Change the way you hold your sandpaper, move it around in different ways, up, down, left, right, circles, whatever, and you'll get it. Sand it out. Now, everybody says, well, Nick, there's ways to put acetone on it, and you can do it in a fogger, and it'll level it out. But yeah, I've tried that, and you end up changing, like, maybe some of the definition, like maybe these ridges will go off. Even if you get it perfect, they're smaller than the rest of the body. The acetone will melt them quicker. So for me, the sanding works. Now, once I figure something out, maybe that this body doesn't have little parts like these vents right here, then maybe I would do it, where I don't want to lose these, the definition of these. I don't want these to melt inward. The door handles, all kinds of things that would maybe get damaged. So yeah, I'm gonna go over this a little bit more, but I think that I pretty much got it. Then I'll start hitting it with the other grit of sandpaper. Okay, so what I like to do now, guys, is I'll go in around all the creases with my little needle file set. As you can see, I like this one. It's flat. It's got a point on it in case I want to kind of gouge in. You got to be careful with this. You don't want to gouge in. I've already started to do it, but you just kind of run it in around like this. Get all your little edges out. Coming around, and you're not getting in anywhere, or getting in anywhere that you can't get with the sandpaper. You're kind of just fixing everything. Moves it out. That way when paint sits in there, you know, that's one of the main things I hate about when you see someone printed a 3D model. They didn't take the time to go in here and kind of get that stuff out. It's nice to make it so you can put less paint on for a couple reasons. One is you can not put as much paint on so you don't lose any of the, again, definition. That's one of the main things you lose when you're putting too much paint on. A lot of little stuff you can fix with just a flat file. So guys, I got the sanding done on the first, the 180 grit. Looks good to me. I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to apply some putty to it. So I'm going to grab the putty and we'll go from there. It's going to take me a second here. I just basically put it on my finger because it's just the easiest way for me. So I don't want too much of this putty on there, but I want enough to cover what I'm doing. So basically I just put a little bit right here. I'll show you guys up close what that looks like. This is all going to get painted, so it doesn't matter if it's ugly right now. And I think I want to try and lay some down in this crack with this. Okay, you can see guys, it's a little ugly. Like you can see it, it looks rough right now. Doesn't matter. Got all the seams kind of filled in, everything's already glued. So just had a little spot there. I'll sand these spots out, see what they need, see if they need touched up. I'm not doing the front because I have plans there. This is where my bumper comes through. This is where I'm gonna run lights through later. But for now, I just gotta wait for that putty to dry. And once that putty's dry, then I can go ahead and sand it with the heavier grit real quick around the red. Then I can do it with the, I go ahead and do it with this grit. It's 500, as you can see. And then I paint it. And this one's kind of going with a military look anyways. That's kind of the theme I'm doing. Now that I'm doing this video, I can tell you that. So I'll hang tight, you hang tight, and I'll wait for this putty to dry. Be right back. It's time to install the mirrors. Got to fill this hole first with some putty. Just kind of looking it over, but got to drill those holes first before we go any further. The mirrors are CC hand toe mirrors for the K10. The part number is BVV-C1476. And we got to get those installed. Let's have a look at them here. Pretty nice. I think you can get them right on the RC 4-wheel drive website for about $29 US. Let's get these mirrors opened up and look at the parts. So it's packaged well. Alright, there's this actual mirrors themselves, the double-sided tape, the screw bag, the supports, everything. Get them opened up, get them on the table because you got to bend these into shape. Be very careful, you don't want to break them while you're doing it. It's easy to do. I sometimes will grab a pair of pliers to get them kind of where I want, but I start them by hand. For the sake of video, I got them all bent into shape, just kind of putting them together now. I'm going to put the screw in my hand. I'm just kind of showing you how it goes together, put all the pieces in, so the mount that goes into the body's on it, so I can mark these holes and get these things installed. Tighten this up pretty good. A lot of guys don't tighten them, I tighten them really good. Time to mark the holes now that I got them all together. I always mark the top hole first when it's a 3D printed body, just so I can kind of have a point of reference. And then I'll go ahead and work on the bottom holes after I get that drilled. Okay, so I'm just going to go for broke and drill a hole in this thing because I'm not real worried about it, because let's say I mess up and put this tiny hole where it shouldn't be, then I'll just go ahead and putty it over because we haven't painted yet. But we're going to try and get it as perfect as possible. Now, I'll try and put a screw in that and we'll see what we're thinking. Where this isn't the RC 4-wheel drive body, I kind of just got to wing it. It sucks. I could measure it all out and all that, but honestly, I don't think I need to. Absolutely not. But I want that a little tighter right there. Where I want to be, somewhere in there. Let's bust a hole through this thing. So they're kind of just stuck on there for now, guys. I want to see first how they look on there. Install looks good. Now I'm just going to remove them, get them set up for paint. But first I got to fill in this little square hole now that I know where my mirrors are going. Okay, now I'm just going to stick a gob of putty out through that hole. I do it with Bondo, but I don't know. I don't think I need to. I think this will work out great. So I'm going to go on the inside and shove it out through first. Hey guys, all right, so what we're going to do now is we've already put the putty on everything. It's pretty good. This is going to be like a militant looking truck anyways. I've got the mirrors all painted. I'll put a little clip of them here. I've put a reel up, so it's kind of mixed up right now. Anyways, I'm just going to go with the Krylon color. It's a matte sand dollar. I think it's going to look cool. It's something different. So, you know, chuck your mask on. I don't know. I paint sometimes without a mask, and then I feel like great for a couple days. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So painting all around your edges first. Get that covered so you don't got to do it after. It'll look better. You'll get a nicer finish. Give the entire body its first coat and then let it set up. Okay, so let it dry for about 10 minutes. Time for that second coat. Get that done. Sped this way up. You've all seen me paint before. Doing the second coat, touching up spots, making sure it looks nice and even. Let it set up between coats, and then I just kind of touch it up where it needs it, guys, and then it's good to go. I'm excited about this build. It's going to be awesome. Okay, guys, I got this thing all painted. I don't want you to sit here with me for 24 hours waiting for it to dry. It says 10 minutes, but we all know how that really is. I'm going to let this thing set up for the night, put it back together tomorrow, but that's kind of how I do it. You saw it. I sand it down, sand it as smooth as I can get it, putty the spots, coat it with paint, and hope for the best. So it's looking pretty good. For what this truck's going to be, I think this is cherry. I still got to make windows. I'll probably make another video doing that. I use the CNC for that. So thanks for watching. Check it out when it's all done. Go check out my socials. I'll put up some pictures of it there. I'll probably put some videos up too, guys, of the truck just driving. I still got to change the wheels out to black ones, put all the parts back on. But again, I'm going to leave this thing. I'm not messing with it, because if I do, it ends up with my fingerprints all through it. And I've done that a lot of times. I'm sure you have. If you've painted anything, you're just like, oh, it's so good, I gotta touch it. Anyway, so I don't want to do that. So thanks for watching again, guys. I know I already said that, but go check out my Facebook, go check out my TikTok, Instagram. There are going to be links in my bio. There's going to be links in my description here. And like this video. Follow me on here, or subscribe. You know, they call it all something different. And make a comment. Thanks, guys.